10 minutes. I'm bored. My phone committed suicide 2 days ago. Got a replacement. My computer decided to die today. I made the cardinal mistake with the PC. I turned it off. PCs are designed to be switched on and left switched on ad infinitum. So it's a case of I turned it off last night just for the sheer sake of it. And this morning all I get is blank screen. HP. Blank screen. Because what's next? What's coming next? What's going to happen next? It's going to HP. This is the modern version of the blue screen of death, which is what you get on Windows products when they go tits up. It could be something as simple as a 3-volt battery that's needs replacing, because the computer's probably 4 or 5 years old. I don't have the dexterity in my fingers after the surgeries and messed up surgeries on my wrists and all the rest of it. So I don't have the dexterity to actually do things. Like, it could just be a case of the power supply isn't adequate enough. It could just be a little 3-volt lithium battery, like you get in a watch. Those used to wear watches. It's in there, you can see it. It's just being able to take it out and replace it is a pain in the ass. That could be all it is, that one little 3-volt battery. But I'm not going to get it refurbed or reconditioned. There's no point. I could go and get a brand new laptop for 120 quid and get a brand new PC for 300. But I've given a ring to local local computer shop guy. He never answers his phone. He's got a mobile and a landline. He never answers the phone. He only ever sees what number it is. If he doesn't recognize it, he'll ring him back. Yeah, he's one of those. So, which is great unless you happen to be a shop owner. But he's got a second-hand one he's going to drop out later on, because I'm still housebound. So he's going to be dropping one out hopefully this evening, so I can get back online. My old PC is basically said, screw you, I'm 20 years old, leave me alone. That PC has done me probably 4 or 5 years. I'm not exactly how long. Probably about 5 years. Because that was before the 5-year ago crash. Yeah, 5 years. So that is about the length a lithium battery will last. So in all likelihood, that is what has happened. The lithium battery is gone pop. It just needs to be replaced. I can't be asked. I don't have any. It's also a pain in the ass because I've got 4 items that need to go back to AliExpress, which means I need a computer so I can transfer things to a USB stick so I can copy the labels, and then try and find a shop or a library where I can print out the labels, stick them on a parcel, then send them back to China, so I can get my money back. My eyesight is too dodgy to try and look at my phone to do these things. So the process so far with the getting a refund from AliExpress, it seems to be progressing okay. It seems to be going through AliExpress rather than through the actual sellers. Trying to find what buttons to click on is a pain in the backside, because you've got to actually look at your orders in your profile on AliExpress. You've then got to click on it, click confirm you have received it, and then if you go to click on the details of the item, you can then get the option underneath that in slightly smaller print where it says returns, refunds. And when you go into that, you get the option of free returns, because some items have a free return. What this means is that they will, in theory, email you a label that you can then print out, stick on, send back, and they should cover the cost. 2 of the items I've got, I might not bother with, simply because they were 2 or 3 quid each, and by the time I paid to get a label printed, it might only cost me £1 per label in the library. I don't know. I've not done it in 10 years. It's not the only thing I haven't done in 10 years. It's been 13 years. Oh, poor marathon and sprint. But it's a case of, if it's going to cost me £2 to get a label printed and then post it back, and the thing is only worth £3 or £4, it's not worth the grief. It's that simple. But the 2 items that cost more, I'm going to try and get the money back on those, send them back if I can get a label. And that's the drone, which was, I think, 27, 28, I think it was £27 refund I should be getting. Whereas they're now selling them for less than £1. The little rice cooker thing down over there is a case of, I think it was priced up at £10, but I ended up paying, or it's giving me a refund value of 25, which is a bit weird because I'm pretty sure I only paid £10 plus a few quid delivery, shipping. I wouldn't have spent more than 15 quid on it, but they're saying I'm due a refund of 25. So yeah, I'm going to try and get a refund on those 4 things if I can. It's only the 2 ones that are worth basically between 40 and 50 quid for the 2 that I'm not worried about getting the refund. So whether I do or not, I don't know, but I'm really desperate to get outside. It's overcast, it's muggy, and I want to get out, get up the hill. I've got me hammock, I've got me plastic sheet to go over the top for extra wind protection and rain protection if it does bucket down. Oh, I haven't even turned the TV on today. So I'm that much of a... See, I'm also thinking, what have I got on my computer that I haven't actually backed up yet? Holy crap, backups. I do a main backup from the computer to external hard drives generally every 4 weeks. So worst case scenario, I've lost a few weeks backup. Worst case scenario. It's annoying. But fortunately, I am a cheap git, so therefore it's not that much of an issue. Oh, shaky hands, happy phone. It's not that much of an issue financially. Yeah, I'd love to have money, but I live a very cheap lifestyle. If I can't afford it, I don't buy it. What this does mean that when I have to spend out £50,000 for a phone, computer, other bits and pieces, it's not a financial issue, even though I'm on welfare. Being on benefits in the UK, there's a reason why people travel thousands of miles and pay thousands of pounds to get here to claim welfare, because they always pay you more than you need to live on. I've been on benefits for 10 years now. Crap. Nearly 10 years. In September, it'll be 10 years I've been on welfare. Basically, I got back in the country 2012, and I did 3.5 years inside, so I tried to get work, but I'm the wrong demographic. I'm white, straight, English, and a man. Plus my age, and now the crippling injuries I got. Oh, if only I had somebody human to talk to. Oh, I need to actually check to see just what it is I have got ordered. Because right now, the only thing keeping me in the house from trying to hobble up the hill just to try and get out for a bit is deliveries from AliExpress. I just ordered something else, but that's only because I've now got, I think, 6 of these £1 coupons. I don't know if they have an expiry date, but when something gets delayed in getting to you, you get a £1 coupon that you can use as store credit. So I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff like paracord, little cheapy things that don't cost anything to get delivered that, are going to cost a little bit. But I want to go outside. I want to run up into the woods and say to the squirrels, if you give me grief, I'm going to use you as a condom and rape your mum. Oh, the joys of life and boredom. So, basically the point of this video was I wanted to go live on my phone as I've never done it on my phone before. And yeah, have a whinge because I'm bored. And I really should try and tidy up, but I can't be asked. It's a pain in the ass because I can't kneel up or kneel on the ground to clean up because of the metalwork in my leg. It dislocates my kneecap if I do. Right, what do these other buttons do? Let's have a look. Here you go, that one. Torch. That one. That one. Highlight save to your channel as... How are you supposed to read the pop-up if it doesn't step very long? I'm assuming that turned off the microphone for a bit. That one. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines, blah, 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 blah. Don't know what any of that does. Right, that just... Ooh! Filters! I've never used filters because I should do, really. I'm fat, old and ugly. Do. What else have we got? Normal. Drugged up. wasted, even more drugged up, living in the 19th. Well, that's quite a nice one, actually. Here we are, going through the wilderness, and we find there's aliens. Oh no, there's a ghost. He's coming to get us. Oh no, found footage. Oh, we don't need found footage. Or druggy. There we go. Back to humanity kind of thing. Right. How do we turn off that? Oh, we don't. Get off. I'm going to go away. How do you... That's normal. Start a poll. I just want to start a poll. You know, start a Ukrainian if you want, but not a poll. Why are we doing... Right, it's not giving me the option to turn that across up there. I sure it stop streaming. No, I don't want to stop streaming. I just want to get rid of this bloody filter on the bottom. And it won't let me. No, don't want to share it. What's that do? Chat filter, top messages, community moderation. No. Well, it's not giving me any option to get rid of this bloody filter thing on the bottom of the screen. No, it's... Right, so basically, when you click on the filter button, there is no way to get rid of the filter. So what if I hit that button? Nope, that's just a stop streaming. That button. No, that one, no. Right, so once you try and click on the filter, it does not let you stop. Right, I'm out of it. It keeps putting these things about privacy policy and crap on the screen, so you can't, but it blocks anything else you're trying to touch. So you're trying to actually get out of something, it's blocking it. Right, what does that do? Yeah. Man! Naughty ugly old man! Hide! Hide! I have actually done a couple of videos where you get to see my face and my humongous pregnant belly. That I'm not pregnant, I'm just fat. So, yeah, basically, yeah, I'm bored. It's now about, what, 2 o'clock or something? I don't know what time it is. 20 to 2. So I want to go and do stuff, but I've got to wait in now because I've got more deliveries coming from AliExpress. I need to go online and try and... I don't want to do it without a computer because my eyesight is diabolical. So I want to get a computer later on this evening, hopefully. Give them the subs for that. And then I can actually get that stuff sorted out. The library's shut today anyway, so I wouldn't be able to hobble off and get a label stamp if I can even get down the hill. But if I can get a couple of days without having to stay in for deliveries, I want to get out and just go up just try and get up the hill, get up North Hill for a little bit, and just, I don't know, get out of the house. I'm used to being on the road 2 or 3 days a week on my bike just for the sheer hell of it. And I've only been outside the gate once in the past, since the beginning of March, when I got smashed off the road. That's the only time I've actually been outside of the front gate. And that was once, and that was to go to hospital in an ambulance for an x-ray. Aside from that, I really should unplug that bloody thing because it's irritating me. I've given it a clean out, I've given it the usual smack and nothing. So, yeah. Oh, and the white ghost that it's sitting on are my 2 other computers that died. The reason that they died is quite simple. It's because I paid some prick across the road to transport my few bits and pieces here from Yeovil. And of course he wasn't very gentle with his driving, so they got smacked around and they died. One of them died from being smacked around in the back of his van. The other one died because it had damp in the house when I moved in. Basically it popped a lot. But the way I see it, as far as the computer is concerned, he said, why do you get a computer? Why do you spend hundreds on a computer? Well, I'm not spending, God, my hands are shaking, thousands on a computer for gaming. I'll play games on it now and again, but little things, games from 20 years ago, like Command & Conquer and Stronghold. Good evening, my lord. That kind of thing. But it's a case of, I don't put the telly on. That gets used for interactive BBC News, the headlines. I get too pissed off watching actual TV because it's all the same Jewish-owned crap. I use it to play Xbox. That's it. I know I don't play online. I'm playing the same 3 or 4 games that I've that came out decades ago. And of course, I've got an external hard drive that I use to watch movies and TV on it. I don't watch live TV, it's like pointless. So the PC, that's my entertainment, that's my interaction with the world, shopping, banking, watching stuff, YouTube, frigging YouTube. I mean, it is a case of you put on Instagram, and all I do on Instagram, I don't follow anyone famous. On Instagram, all I do is kitten videos, motorbikes, kitten videos, kitten videos, kitten videos, kitten videos. That's a buddy. Oh well, motorbikes, kittens. That's it. That's my Instagram. So, Brooke Marston with a massive back. No, I'm on Instagram for the kittens and the bikes. It's but YouTube is really good for informative videos. That is the biggest benefit to YouTube. It's not the social interaction. It's not making money. It is literally just for things that can teach you stuff. Yes, the majority of it is just a load of crap, but you do get to learn things. You get to learn how to do stuff that you wouldn't have thought of. It's your turnips. That's what I try and do with my little videos. I try and provide an alternative viewpoint of doing stuff, as opposed to most of the gimps online who, they all seem to have very large noses. They all appear to be very pale-skinned, and they all appear to be very, very box-ticky. You've either got the ones doing the, oh, I'm a teenage white girl, look at my baps. Brooke Marston again. Sweetheart, wear a bra. Honestly, wear. I know they don't really make them that big, but seriously. It's a case of, oh, congratulations on the birth of your baby. Your baby! But pretty much all these survival type things, they all seem to be the same. They pretend to be ex-military, when it quite obviously just went to a charity shop and bought a load of crap. And they have the American flag, even though they're not American. They have all this propaganda type stuff. It's the same. It's boring. It's really, really boring. And rather than doing informative, instructive videos, it's a case of all they're doing is promoting propaganda. And it's quite sad. I mean, yeah, they're making a lot of money out of it, but it is quite sad. I mean, I do reviews of these channels because I've got bugger all else to do with my life at the moment. The last one I reviewed, which, rather annoyingly, I'm not going to be posting because I might try and take out the external from the old computer and see if I can wire it in some way to actually get the information off the hard drive. I might be able to, I might not. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside. Because I did actually go through the whole channel. It wasn't a very big channel. Of this woman, girl, early 20s. She's got a Land Rover called the Blue Tit. You see in the first few videos, but that's about it. It's just James May interviewed her on his Planet Gym channel, and she's just another entitled spoiler brat. She's one of these people you can really tell no one's ever said no. She's never heard the word no. And she thinks that she can go to France with her friend, and that they're both early 20s, and wearing practically nothing. Oh, look, there's a couple of Frenchmen doing some fishing and drinking in the dark. Let's go and have a drink with them. Oh, I don't know what happened last night, but I'm really sore when I peed. Oh, look, we're a bit scared because we're in Switzerland and we saw all these men out in the middle of nowhere, in the wilderness, with guns, shooting in Switzerland, turning off blokes, and they followed us back to our little camper van, and they were wearing practically nothing. They were pretty much just wearing a single layer each. You could count the dimples around the nipples, and it was a case of, and they're surprised when they got to a load of men in the middle of nowhere with guns, testosterone fueled, and they don't even speak the language, and they're surprised that they followed them back to their little tent. Yeah, these are people that have never learned the word no, never heard the word no, and who believe they are physically perfect. And if you've got moles, I don't show my face very much because I'm ugly. It's that simple. I don't show my body very much because I'm fat. It's that simple. If I had moles on my face, I would not do close-ups of my face. I mean, I'm in no position to slag other people off on their physical appearance, but look in a mirror sometime. So that's a review that's probably never going to see the light of day. Honestly, I'm not going to bother going back through it and do it again. It's pointless. Absolutely bloody pointless. But my objective to nobody in general, as it's now 20 minutes into this live feed, I'm just doing it for the sheer sake of it because I'm bored and I'm on my own. And it's this, or put the telly on. And I refuse to put the telly on. So it really is a case of, if I change the angle, will that make any difference? Oh no, it changed. What happened? What did that just say? Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay, so I can't change the orientation. Okay, can we stop this then?